Hello everyone, it's Yorokobi no Joy. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome, nice to see you. Today I'm going to be talking about Hanami. And what is Hanami? If you're unfamiliar with what Hanami exactly is, uh, well, you're in luck because I'm about to tell you. So Hanami is like a festival or a cultural event in Japan where they will pack lunches, picnics. They will spend a whole day just going out into nature and observing specifically the sakura or the cherry blossom trees and, well, cherry trees. And they will just take some time just to really appreciate the beauty of the sakura flowers. The sakura flowers, they usually only last about a week post bloom, full bloom. So there's only a really short period where they can actually go out and enjoy these beautiful flowers. So hanami is just the act of going out to observe flowers. Actually, the word hanami actually means hana is flower and mi is the conjugated form of the verb miru, which is to look. So quite literally, the word hanami just means to look at flowers. If you've heard of Hanami before, or you just know that Japan has very beautiful sakura trees, and you want to experience this yourself, well, then you're in luck because I'm about to introduce to you five of the best locations for Hanami viewing in Japan, in my opinion. So the first location on today's list is Takato Castle. Takato Castle can be found in Ina City in Nagano Prefecture. Now, even though it has the title of Takato Castle, there's actually not a castle there anymore. The castle is now in ruins. However, this being said, this trip is not a lost cause because all of the Hanami events that happen here are still going on annually. This is because the garden and the trees have been preserved and are in full flourishing health still to this day. During the Hanami festival or the Sakura viewing festival at Takato Castle, you can expect to find many different vendors set up, little like stalls set up everywhere. In Japanese, the word is called yatai, which just means like little stations where they sell snacks, they sell trinkets, could sell like charms, stuff like that. And you can find those. You can find different areas to set up a picnic, things like that. And just all in all, it's just a beautiful place just to explore. If you don't intend on staying all day and just walking around for a few hours, it is still worth your trip. The best time to go for this festival at Takato Castle is going to be in the month of April, more specifically in mid-April, so April 11th through the 15th. If you don't want to go during the daytime because of the scorching heat, or maybe it's a little bit too crowded, there are night festivities as well. Now, this is very exciting. I did experience this myself at a different castle, but they have like a nighttime illumination for the sakura trees, and it is just beyond like anything I've ever seen. It is so beautiful. So what they do is they take different colored lights and they will illuminate them upwards towards the trees. And let me just tell you, seeing this in person, it is just like I was speechless. So if you have a chance, definitely I would say go to the nighttime illumination. Number 2 on today's list is Hirosaki Castle. Hirosaki Castle can be found in Aomori Prefecture. Hirosaki Castle is a very beautiful place for Hanami because the castle itself is still standing, and the castle also with the sakura is a very beautiful image to take in. Some unique things about Hirosaki Castle is that it has over 2,500 cherry blossom trees, and so there's a lot of beauty just to take in. Also, there is a moat that surrounds the castle, and you can actually take like boat rides around the castle in the moat. And there's also what is called the cherry blossom tunnels or the sakura tunnels, which is where the cherry blossom trees, they actually come like on the edge of the ground, and their branches extend all the way to the ground, touching the ground, and you're left with these like little tunnels that you can go through in the water or even on land, just walk through them. So that is a very unique experience, and I think if you go to this location, you will definitely love every minute of it. The Hanami festival at Hirosaki Castle, it is a little bit later in the year than most places. It is actually starting from the last week of April until like mid-May. So if you are kind of traveling through Japan and you go to some of the earlier places first, and then you can go here as a next stop. Number three on Number three on today's list is Mount Yoshino. Mount Yoshino can be found in Nara Prefecture, Japan. The reason why Mount Yoshino is a great place for Hanami is because it has over 30,000 trees. Yes, I said that correctly, 30,000 trees. That is because it is an entire mountainside covered with sakura trees that just so many sakura trees. The sakura trees on Mount Yoshino, they blossom or bloom in mid-April. So this is going to be another April 11th through April 15th prime viewing time location. The mountain is actually broken into 4 different sections. So they have the sections very easily labeled. Top section, lower section, mid section, like mid left section, and mid right section. And each section is thought to give you like a different viewing experience. And the best location to view from is either the lower section, or the lowest section viewing up the mountain, or the top section viewing down the mountain. Another really cool feature of Mount Yoshino is the fact that it has either a footpath you can take from the bottom all the way to the top, or they have a ropeway that you can actually sit in and then ride your way to the top or ride your way back down. One disadvantage of the ropeway is that it's very popular, as a lot of people with disabilities or have harder times walking up mountains tend to use this, so it usually has long waiting times. This is why most people usually tend to take the footpath, and they will reach the apex of the mountain much sooner than if they waited for the rope path. Number 4 on today's list is my favorite place so far on this list. And the reason is because I've been there during Hanami and it is beautiful and it was such a great experience and I couldn't wait to share this with you guys. Number 4 is Arashiyama, Kyoto. Arashiyama is famous for a few different things, some of the mains being Togetsu-kyo Bridge, the Arashiyama itself, and also their bamboo forest. Arashiyama is a great place for Hanami because there's multiple things you can do in the town throughout the day. This is great because you'll never have a dull moment. The cherry blossoms at Arashiyama bloom every year from late March to mid-April. One of my favorite things to do when I was there was to take the riverboat ride. And this is because you can watch the sakura, the cherry blossom trees, from the water, and that was just beautiful. Another great aspect of Arashiyama is the fact that they illuminate the trees, they illuminate the mountain at nighttime. And this just creates a very beautiful scenic picture, like imagery, something you just have to experience for yourself. And then at the end of the day, when you're done with the cherry blossoms, you're done with Hanami, you've had your dinner, you had your lunch, and you're just, you're done. Everything is satisfied. You can then spend the rest of your time exploring the bamboo forest. The last place, number 5 on my list, is Himeji Castle. Now, Himeji Castle is found in Hyogo Prefecture, and it is the second largest city in Hyogo Prefecture, second only to Kobe City. The sakura trees at Himeji Castle bloom every year from March until mid-April. Himeji Castle is another location that I've been to myself. This was a very beautiful experience because I was able to explore the inside of the castle and look out through different points of the castle, and also I was able to explore the gardens surrounding the castle, so I was able to have the view of seeing the castle with the sakura trees in the background. Another great feature of Himeji Castle is the moat that surrounds the castle. So this means you can take a moat ride, like a boat ride around the castle and view it from the water. It is very beautiful. One funny thing, I didn't do this in person, but I found this very amusing, is that the moat, because the bridges that go over the moat are very low, when you're on the boat and you're going under the bridge, you actually have to like duck down under not under the seat, but like below the surface of the boat because otherwise you're gonna get hit in the head. So that was pretty interesting to see. And again, another great feature of Himeji Castle is the fact that they illuminate their cherry blossom trees at night. I guess at this point you can just assume like every location will have this feature. Alright guys, that concludes my list of all 5 locations for cherry blossom viewing in Japan. Now I do want to throw like a honorable mention out there because when I was living in Japan, I lived in a very small town called Hikone, Japan. And Hikone is in Shiga Prefecture of Japan. There is a castle there called Hikone Castle, and they also have cherry blossom trees. So if you're in the area and you have the opportunity, I would just say go explore the castle grounds and go explore the sakura tree kind of garden area. It's very beautiful, and I spent many weekends there when I was in Japan. Alright guys, so that's actually going to wrap up my video for today. I hope you guys found this video informational, interesting, and overall just if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see more content in the future. I will be doing more like kind of where to do this event things in Japan. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe, please like, and thank you guys so much. See you guys next time. Bye.